So in this video, I want to show you how you can find decision makers on LinkedIn, and then I will show you how to find them on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And of course, because I guess that you want to reach out to decision makers, I will show you at the end of the video how to get their verified emails. So let's get started. So as you can see on my screen, we are currently on LinkedIn, and the feature we will use is here, search. And because we want to get access to this feature here, to this page, the first thing you need to do is to write something here in the search bar and then press enter. And because what you write here have an impact on your search later, it's important to write something relevant. And that's why if you want to find decision makers on LinkedIn with this feature, I recommend you to use a geography filter. For example, if you want to target people based in the US, you just need to write USA and then you press enter. All right, so when you are on this page, you have to click here on people. And here, basically, you have people based in the US. So for now, these people are not decision makers. So of course, you have some CEO, you have design director and so on, but you don't have any filters to narrow down your search to only get decision makers. And so if you want to apply some filters, you have to click here on all filters. And as you can see here, I can apply some filters to my search. So for example, I have connections. So I can say that I want only people who are in my first degree network on LinkedIn. You can target companies that are currently hiring. You can add locations. And if you don't find your locations here, you need to click on add a location and then write the location you want. Current company, same. So for example, let's say that I want to target people who are working for HubSpot or Salesforce. I just need to write HubSpot. And then if I want to add Salesforce, I just need to add Salesforce. Perfect. Connections off, followers off, past companies, cool, not very useful to be honest. Industry, so take care with this filter because it's based on the industry of the LinkedIn profile and not on the company. For example, if they are working in the marketing space, they say they work in the marketing industry, but they might be working in the software industry or construction industry, you don't know. And that's why this filter is not relevant and I don't recommend you to use it. And don't worry if you want to target specific industries, because later in the video, I will show you how to do that properly with Sales Navigator. Then you can filter with profile language, open to service categories, and the filters that are interesting for us are keywords. So here you have first name, last name, title, company, and school. And title is the filter you want to use if you want to target decision makers. So you can say, for example, that you want to target people who are head of sales or head of marketing. So the way I write the title is a bit weird, but basically I just use a Boolean search. If you don't know what a Boolean search is, you can click on the top right of your screen, and basically it helps you to get better results when you want to target specific keywords. So in my case, it's head of sales or head of marketing. Then I just need to click on show results. So as you can see here, my filters have been applied. So I have head of sales, head of sales, head of sales and business development, and head of marketing. So we have head of sales or head of marketing. So just before we move on Sales Navigator, I just want to tell you that with the LinkedIn search, you are a bit limited because as you can see here, you have 10 results and here you can only access to 100 pages. So you will be limited to 1000 results. All right, so now that you know how to find decision makers on LinkedIn for free, I will show you how to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to get better results faster, and I will show you how to get the verified emails of these leads. And for that, we need to go on Sales Navigator. All right, so we are on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. The first thing you have to do is to click on account filters. And why we are doing that? It's because I want to show you the good way to find people working in a specific industry. So on the left part of my screen, I have the account filters. So I have annual revenue, company headcount growth, headquarters location, industry, number of followers, and so on. But you will see that we will not use all of them. So let's take an example. So let's say that I want to target companies with a headcount between 500 to 1000 people. So the next filter we can use is company headcount growth. And why this filter is useful? It's because it allows you to target companies who are growing, meaning companies that have money. So let's say that I want to target companies with at least 5% of company headcount growth. Click on add. Headquarters location, I want companies based in the US. Now the next filter I want to show you, and that's probably the most important one if you want to target specific industries, it's the filter industry. So here you have a lot of industries, but let's say that I want to target companies who are doing software development. So I just need to click on include. And here on the top right of my screen, I have the number of companies that are matching my filters. So here I have 269 results. So now let's add 1 or 2 more filters, and then I think that it will be okay. Number of followers, yeah, it's pretty useless to be honest. Department headcounts, this one is very useful, especially if you want to target specific department in a company. So for example, if you want to sell, I don't know, a marketing coaching, let's say that you want to target companies that have at least, I don't know, 20 people in their marketing department, and you can do that. So you select marketing, and here you can say that you want at least 20 people in this department, and then you click on add. Now, department headcount growth, this one is useful too because it allows you to know if a department is currently growing or not, meaning that a company is investing in a department. So in our example, if we want to sell marketing services or marketing coaching, we want to target companies that are investing money in the marketing development. So we want department headcount growth marketing, and we want a growth with at least, let's say, 20%. And then we click on add. All right, so we have 45 results, which is perfect. And now I will save these companies into a list. For that, I need to click on select all, save to list, create new list, and the list name will be software development to 1000 people based in the US, and I click on create and save. And now I have to do that for the page number 2. So I click on select all, save to list, and here I select my list. And here, as you can see, I have my 45 companies in my list. If you want to check your account list, you just need to click here on accounts. Then you click on See Account List on the top right of your screen. And here you have the list of all your accounts. And the account I've just created, software development and so on, is here. And I can see all the companies that are in my account. If you want to remove a company or a few companies, you just need to click here and click on remove from list. All right, so now is the time where we want to identify decision makers in the list of the companies we want to target. And for that, we need to go here on lead filters. And the first thing we want to do is to click here on account list. We select the list we've created before. So it was software development and so on. You click on include. And now what happened is that on the right part of my screen, so here, I have all the people that are working in the companies we've selected before. So we have exactly 34K results. All right, so now it's time to identify decision makers in these companies. And for that, the best filter is current job title. So let's say that I want to reach out to head of marketing, or I want people who are head of sales. And then I just need to press enter. And as you can see right now, I have only people who are head of sales or head of marketing. So global head of sales, head of sales, head of sales, head of sales, head of marketing, and so on. And so now we only have 46 results. Now, of course, you can add more filters. For example, you want only people who posted recently on LinkedIn, so you can toggle this button. You can say that you only want people who are in your second or third degree network on LinkedIn. And so for that, you just need to click on second and third. And I think that we are okay. So for this example, I will remove connections and post it on LinkedIn because it's not very useful. And now it's time for me to show you how to extract these leads from Sales Navigator and get their verified emails. So as you can see here on my screen, I have a button extract leads. If you want to get this button to extract your leads and get their verified emails, you have to go on GiveMeLeads.io, or you can click in the first link in the description. You click on get 10 leads for free, you create an account, you install the Chrome extension, and then you will get this button. So now if you want to extract these decision makers, you just need to click on extract leads, and then you will be redirected to GiveMeLeads. So let's do that. All right, so here I have my Sales Navigator URL, and this is this URL. So it's perfect. Then you just need to click on continue, save changes. And once you are on this screen, you click on New Leads Export. You say that you want 46 leads, and you click on Export Leads. And now the export is currently running. I will just rename my export to say that it was Decision Makers Software Industry based in the US. And then I press Enter. And now I just need to wait a little bit to get my export. All right, so after 2 minutes, my export is done. And now if I want to access my file with the decision makers, I just need to click here on download, and I click on download CSV. All right, so here is the file with all the leads. And here you have informations like the first name, last name, LinkedIn URL. You have their verified emails, which is pretty useful if you want to do some cold emails. You have their job title, location. You have their summary, company count, company website if you want to check their website, company location, and so on. So when you export your leads with GiveMeLeads, the first thing we do is to clean the data. So for example, for the first name, last name, and company name, we removed the emojis, we removed the problem with capital letters, and so on. And the second thing we do is to make sure that every single lead matches your filters. So for example, here we have this column here, filters, and we tell you if the lead is valid or not. So here we have a lot of valid people, but on the bottom of the file, you have people with invalid job title. So we have, for example, Kevin Patrick, and Kevin is a co-founder and he is not a head of sales or head of marketing. Same here with David. So David is invalid job title because he is a strategic account executive industrials. So basically, he is not head of sales or head of marketing. So what's good when you have this file is that you don't waste time to clean the data and to check if each lead matches your filters. You just need to upload this file into your CRM or your favorite outreach tool. So if you want to try GiveMeLeads to export your leads and get the verified emails of your leads, for example, the decision makers, you can click in the first link in the description. Now, if you want to learn how to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to find your leads, you can click somewhere on the screen. It's a 1-hour tutorial on Sales Navigator. And now it's time for me to wish you a nice day, and I see you either on GiveMeLeads or in the next video. Bye bye.